I want to share a beef with you. It's about boundaries. How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, so-and-so doesn't have any boundaries? Well, that's not exactly accurate. The issue here is really how good are we at setting limits so that our boundaries don't feel so violated. Now, boundaries really are, simply put, where you end and I begin. And while we're all interconnected, I know that part of being in physical life is experiencing everything from our own viewpoints. So we can use our skin as an initial boundary of where our bodies end. And we also do have different levels of electromagnetic fields that surround each of us. And while scientifically speaking, it may be difficult to discern where one person ends and something different begins, the boundary of our skin is a good starter for knowing where our boundaries are and to start to feel from that skin level on in where we feel like we need to set better limits. I know what's important for me is if I feel like somebody's coming in too much and they're kind of taking me over, that I need to set better limits. It's not really up to the other person. I mean, like, yeah, we wish they would they would pay more attention to it, but it is up to me. I'm the one that has control here. I can do something like I can just kind of shut down so that I'm not really taking it in. I could start to say, well, that's all well and good, but I really need to get going. It's up to me to make sure that that gets stopped. It could be also something like, I don't really think that's appropriate for us to talk about right now. Boundaries can be closed or they can be like wide open. So they could be like a wall, or they could be like a screen, or they could be like big gaping holes that things can flow in and flow out. And sometimes we want our boundaries to be wide open. Like, let's say we're with the people that we love the absolute most, and we just really want to have a lovely flow amongst us, back and forth. Then we want to have those boundaries open. And then we can be around somebody who is just like a sucker of our energy. And in that case, we want to be able to close those boundaries and set clearer limits to make sure we are not exposed to that for any longer than we absolutely have to be. The main thing, it is up to each of us to set the limits when there's too much coming in, whether it be from another person or just too much other data in the world, that we need to remove ourselves either physically or psychologically, energetically, to kind of say, okay, I got to turn this volume down. I will admit it can be very tricky to do that. That's one of those things we want to explore and gain skills with over time. Part of what we want to do here. So what I want to know from you here is, first off, what do you think you're doing pretty well with regards to managing your boundaries and how open and closed they are, and setting limits when you really need to do that? And then the other thing I want to know is, where are you struggling with it? What is the part about managing boundaries, setting good, clear limits that's really difficult for you? So let all of us know below, because we're all in this together. And this is a really important thing for us to figure out where we're struggling and where we want to get to. So for now, I am Becky, and I am an empath like you, and I really want us to thrive.